Hi, Jeffrey here. In this video, I will be reviewing the 4 levels that I draw details. I will cover from level 1 being the most simple to level 4 being the most complex. Now, a quick disclaimer before we get started. This video will only cover drawings of realistic things, meaning things that exist in the real world. We need to create the parameters for which to measure this. So I'm only talking about drawing based on observation. So this excludes drawings of fantasy and cartoons and stuff partially or purely from the imagination. For example, this drawing I did of La Sagrada Familia won't be included because I used some of my imagination to imply what it looks like because the building is not fully built. So with that in mind, let's begin. Level 1. In level 1, I draw purely the outline of the thing that I'm drawing. For example, this drawing I did of the Guggenheim Museum in New York. You can compare it with the reference photo that I use. As you can see, I strictly draw the outline of the large shapes of the building, and I don't do any shading or draw any of the finer details in the building. I just draw the large elements that define the space. Bonus level, we'll call this level 1.5. In this intermediary level, I start to draw more of the features. In addition, I roughly shade in what I see and get more precise in my details. Each level kind of builds on the previous level, so I still have the outline and the general shapes and lines, of course, from level 1, but this time with the addition of some of the details inside and the shading, and trying to get the shading to be more realistic. Level 2. In this level, I draw in the major features that are visible from afar. In this example, I'm drawing the larger folds that are visible, as well as trying to capture some of the subtleties of the lighting. However, I'm not drawing individual fibers or things of that nature. So here's a side-by-side comparing the reference photo I used with the drawing that I made. Based on the levels, you can compare how much detail I added compared to the reference photos, with the reference photos obviously being 100% of the detail. Level 3. In level 3, I basically try to draw all the detail that I see. In this example drawing I did for a client of his 3 cats, I try to draw all the fur and capture the lighting properly. However, the details are still a little rough around the edges. And this is not an exact comparison compared to the reference photo because my client specifically requested that the center cat have the eyes adjusted to look directly at the viewer, but you get the idea. Another bonus level, level 3.5. In this level, I basically try to draw everything I see in a reference photo. In this example drawing of a drawing I did of Mulan, you can see I draw every single strand of hair I see and every single fiber. However, because of the nature of these elements, sometimes my eyes get lost, so I can't draw exactly what I see, and therefore I have to kind of approximate sometimes because my eyes just can't, I guess, comprehend or exactly see what I want to draw. Because of that simple reason, these drawings I put at level 3.5 because, like I said, I just can't get the details 100%. Here's a comparison of my drawing with the reference photo. Here's another example. This is a drawing I did of Obi-Wan Kenobi. When it comes to drawing individual hairs, it's basically impossible, so at that point you kind of just have to approximate. The same is true for individual fibers on clothing. Level 4. In level 4, I try my absolute hardest and my absolute best to draw every single detail that I see in a reference photo. Now, in order for this to happen, I have to use a reference photo where it's possible for my eye to follow every single thing down to the pixel. This is an example of one such image, which is of the building Milan Cathedral, which I'm currently drawing. Another example of this is this drawing I did of Shang-Chi. In it, I tracked every single scale on his armor and drew them all individually, one by one, to match with the reference photo. And that's it. Those are the 4 levels that I draw details. I hope you found this video informative and gives you insight into my process. If you enjoy the content that I make, please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you. Have a great day.